I believe the stream is starting. So I just need to update a couple information on my other screen. Such as getting, yep, YouTube stream going on up. Just need to update a couple things. I need to get a server link. Perfect. Update the Rumble. Oh, I think Rumble's good to go. Looks like YouTube's good to go. Perfect. And I think Twitch is good to go. Let me just go ahead and double check my other computer. This Twitch is 0 views. Usually the previous stream gets me this one. Maybe I need to refresh that. Because I see it looks like 2 on what's it call it on my OBS. Checking my other computer, looks like everything's good to go. I think everything is thoroughly good to go. Though I think the music may be a little bit loud, that could just be the main menu music because it is very nice to listen to, to say the least. I think the one of these replays I may have cast, but I didn't. Quick look at this, see if I already casted it. I may have. Empire, Allies, yep, I did this one. But let's just go ahead and go to get rid of this one, and then go on to the correct replay. Got these 2 replays here. I think they are not related to a tournament, so I'm going to cast them independently. Greetings everyone, Angrade here for another Red 3 replay. So on the soft side, as the Magenta allies, we have ASD, FG, HJK, period. Spawn as teammate as the Blue Soviets, we have Tony Cruz. Spawning as the opposition as the Red Empire, we have C. Dwevin. And spawning as his teammate as the Cyan Empire, we have Bashley. So is it Empire, Allies, and Soviets. So Empire versus the other 2. Got some Dojo Core especially for as well. He may be trying to push forward this Dojo Core across the bridge. Maybe putting pressure on this oil derrick here. You got some dogs advancing as well. I'm going to adjust my microphone. One moment. There we go. I think the microphone's a better position. And I think the music may be a little bit too loud. Anybody in the stream that's currently watching, do let me know. Laser Core is advancing slow. Got a laser lock javelin trying to laser lock the bridge. And now the dog destroy. He's going to take time. He sees the health going down the bridge. He will escape the bridge from collapsing. We do got some bears, or at least a bear and an Imperial Warrior right there. And we got mag mines being thrown onto the bridge now. The bridge is down. And this oil derrick has some claims. So here, here, and here. Looks like Red and Cyan are going to be engaging with the infantry, but onside charge right there. Will not be able to get a slice there, and I think he actually did switch the shields for a brief moment there, so good micro. We got some more Imperial Warriors making their way forward as well. We've got the Dojo Core here as well, and I think the audio is a little bit too loud. I think some music primarily. I just put it down by 1. And that should be good enough. I'm losing some upload rate. I know that's just Twitch giving me a false alarm like usual. Lots of Imperial Warriors here. Handful of Peacekeepers advancing as well. And good damage there. Focus firing. It's very good for the Empire player. And I got a bit of a bonsai charge right there. Does use the shields right there. And good shield micro there. Vindicator bomb round from course will. Great bomb micro right there. And the bonsai charge does wear out and he does get shot down. Or shot up. Jet Tengu could jump on down. Imperial Warriors may need to eye for the garrisons to eye into bonsai charge in that garrison as well. And start going and gunning down these peacekeepers. Apollo out in the field as well. Got the sell off of this dojo. And it's not Imperial Warriors, as well as the Mecha Tengu to clean up the region. We do got a garrison here as well, so a bonsai charge can clean that up. And streaming in more peacekeepers with the shields up won't accomplish anything. Good bomber there onto the Jet Tengu or Mecha Tengu. Jet Tengus are flying about, getting a good hit there on the Apollo. And also, well, Red has not gone for honorable discharge just yet. Two Apollos now coming on for as well. One, the Jet Tengu do get shot down and does not transform there in time. This one will be focused down a bit as well and will go and escape out as well. Good micro for the Apollos. Peacekeepers will be cleaned on up. Just give me a nice amount of time. Over here, we got some Mecha Tengus pushing onto the Soviet MCV, trying to get some good damage onto it. And now got the multi-gun turret firing some shots up there, and we got the testicle hole being deployed out as well by the Soviet player. Makes you go and clean up these Jet Tengus. And now the Soviet player is expanding thoroughly. Over here, we got a blue bear. They have a dogfight here, but it looks like all the Apollos will escape on out of there without losing losses. Overall, the Empire players have not really secured all too much effect other than killing off some infantry. Multi-gun turrets been put up there as well, except two of those Mecha Tengus, and the Prospector is still alive, and neither see honorable discharge there either. Now Cyan as well, so neither Cyan nor Red has honorable discharge. Oh wait, that's Blue's MCV. It's our making way forward as well. Magenda's dropped down a multi-gun turret. They got some multiple chopper BSs here, but getting killed off by the MiGs. Red Tsunami King's trying to push on forward as well. Do we see honorable discharge there as well? Let's got a beacon. Yes, there was honorable discharge. Got some Javelin troops here. Both gets crushed by the Tsunami Tank. Very nice. And maybe just going to camp that barracks and crush anything comes out of it. That is an Imperial Docks. And now got does sell off the engineer there, and the bear does get the kill there on the, whatchamacallit, Imperial Warrior. And now do have a Tesla Core here, does one shot in ore collectors, and looks like Team Northside has actually surrendered. A very short game, very action-packed. This is Angrade, same thing, watch it, and on to the next replay. And something to know as well, I need to pull up Rumble on my other screen, so in case that somebody Rumble rants there, I can actually see it rather than me not seeing it. Here we go. And here's game number 2. So these two games may have been related to each other. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Relic 3 replay. So on the left side as the red allies, we have the ASDFGHJK. Spawn, I believe, as no, this is probably a different game. As spawning as the yellow Empire player, C12. Spawn on the north side as a Cyan Empire, we have Bashley. As well on the north side as the blue Empire, we have Tony Cruz. I believe it's red and blue are allies, and yellow and cyan, based on the positioning of all these infantry units and dojo cores are being pushed on out. I believe that is the case. So we got 3 empires, 1 allies. Dojo cores are making their advance, ready to push forward on something. Dojo core deployed out right there. Not big surprise, there's a garage on both sides of the player's maps, as well as a hospital. Hospital's a bit more contested, but the garage is not so much. Pinkbuster will get some shots onto this Dojo core. We'll get a couple of good hits there. One more hit and it's down. He's in pursuit in the low health state. He should, yeah, does get the kill there as well, getting some early veterancy. Imperial Warriors versus Dog. Dog will go ahead and fall back. Oh, that's actually forward. Going forward for scouting. And Blue actually has to pull out instant Dojo right here, try and claim their opponent's garage. We'll be able, maybe we'll get an engineer out. Is that a Imperial Warrior or what? Let's blow out. Okay, that is Imperial Warrior trying to go for a bonsai charge, and does get a mutual kill there. And that's something being deployed that's a little bit slower. Multi-gunner has to pull him out, and we got the engineer. The engineer is injured here, and hasn't realized he's still alive. He may actually lose it, and does get inside the garage in time. Scion has destroyed Blue's Dojo core there, and now starts throwing some rounds into the oil dirt. Yellow has put out a, what's it called, a dojo here as well. Maybe going for an engineer now. Multi-gun turrets are not, or multi-gunner IFVs are not very good versus infantry, and nor they can crush. But they can body block right there. Doing Tai Chi in front of multi-gun turrets not looking great. Has seen a bit of fire there, but should be escape on out there. Oh, but body blocks it, prevents it from running forward by getting inside of the unit there. It's a very cheeky play right there. So Blue still has maintained control of that garage. This one has not been claimed just yet. And Yellow does put his Imperial Warrior inside of there. Sign does have that garrisoned. And this Peacekeeper's allocated inside this garrison as well. We've got one extra guy as well as a multi-gunner IFV with a Peacekeeper in the back of it. This garrison will be de-garrisoned, and the Peacekeepers will get rid of parts shortly after. Does clean up that garrison right there with Red's Peacekeeper, and that's still Blue's Dojo core, or Dojo core. Cyan may receive some harassment there from Blue, showing what the true color Blue looks like. Not the discount Blue. Now we've got the multi-gunner turret and multi-gunner IFVs working together. Gets good damage onto one of those Jet Tengus. At the garage nearby, these Mega Tengus will have a bit of trouble there as well. Receive a bit of fire from the multi-gunner turrets as they fly away. Already take to deploy down out in the field. And Yellow's pushing forward heavily with these Mecha Tengus. Jet Tengus may clean up the Jet Tengu. Got a lot of repairs on the front line here thanks to the floor factory, but there's a lot of Mecha Tengus. Perhaps they'll be able to engage the Guardian tanks, but will sustain a lot of losses. And the multi-gunner IFVs do get some great hits right there. Don't get any kills at the moment. Blue does have, of course, and Red have the repairing units. Looks like the Cyan MC is going for some crushes since it's near the war effect. Is able to get some repairs as well. Does get one Guardian tank there as well, and this one will be pursued unless the MC goes in water mode. It won't be able to crush stuff when it's water mode. And Yellow, Cyan actually has backed out of the game. Now it's a 1v2 up north. We got the Mecha Tengus right there, and the MCV here is receiving quite a bit of fire. It would have body blocked the MCV, and looks like he has surrendered. Yeah, that's two not so great games. This is Angrade. Same thing for watching, and on to the next replay. Yep, those must have been from some sort of tournament. I must have accidentally downloaded. I keep on hitting that button. I may not have this map. Nope, I do not have that map. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Red Alert 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the Magenta allies, we have Ready Player 1. Spawning on the left side as the Red allies, we have Dark, Nage, the best. Or Naj. We do of course have a boot camp now deployed on the field. We've got a doggy into engineer. Over here we've got a doggy, 2 doggies, 3 doggies. So, a lot of dogs for Red. One has gone down. Magenta's dog could potentially, if he gets to bark off, kill one dog and then he mutual kill the other dog. That's probably the best case situation. Nope, we got multiple dogs here as well, and Magenta will get the oil derrick. This engineer will make his way into the oil derrick as well. And Red has claimed the oil derrick, so is Magenta. Dogs going for a bit of a swim. The sea doggies. And got a handful of Red peacekeepers here, while Magenta is not deployed on any peacekeepers. Going for a whole bunch of javelin troops here. That's 1, 2, 3. That is 6, 7. Wait, that's 7? Where he's going to need to get 2 Riptides. 5 makes sense, but 7? He must be going for 10 and 2 Riptides. That may have been 9 and 1 Peacekeeper. Or maybe 8 and 1 Peacekeeper. You can throw a dog into it as well, which allowed them to see any spies. I highly doubt there's going to be any spies at this time of game. And we do got Magenta's dog getting cleaned on up. Red's dogs will go onto land. We'll spot this Riptide potentially. This one is making its way forward as well. Red's going for aggression. I don't think it's the Riptide filled with infantry. And this will force back the Red infantry. When in actuality, having them push forward would probably be a little bit better. Just likely respond to this. There's the... That's going to be dead airfield. This one may have the 3 javelin troops and the peacekeeper, and that airfield went down in no time. Now we've got the javelin troops and the peacekeeper now. He's locking the walls, not so great. Prospect does skip off the line there, does get 1 crush, and does hopping back the other one. Does ban the garrison as well, trying to gun down that prospect. Does gun down the prospector there as well. And he will lose the rest of those javelin troops. And looks like he does take out this other ore refinery as well. The prospect is still alive. We best retask this one to over here and start recruiting up the refinery. Dog, don't play fetch with torpedoes. And looks like laser lock javelins will go ahead and clean up the oil derrick as well. Red is seeing so far a lot of losses. Does have a good number of peacekeepers. He needs to go aggressive and needs to properly task that prospector. He does do it now. Red does have a dog right there. It may be able to spot that airfield. And its ore refinery is under siege. Does hop inside the Riptide, except for the Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper is still right there and does get gunned down when trying to fire against the Prospector. The refinery, it does go down as well, and now we've got a Prospector being on the frozen there, and yep, that was not a great replay. It's Angrade saying thanks for watching, and on to the next replay. Very one-sided replay. What's this map? Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Red Alert 3 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the Green Allies, we have MMR Terrorist. Spawning on the north side as the Red Empire, we have Dutch Army. Got an instant dojo into a pair of dojo cores. 3 dojo cores. Let's see. We've got 2 refineries here, one just outside, so sort of like StarCraft, I guess. You got a oil derrick here and here. That is a dry dock. There's also a potential dry dock for either side. refinery right there and a refinery right here, as well as 2 naval expansion. One in the back, one to the left. So likely the expansion direction is probably going up north, going here, then there, I'm guessing? Not sure, I've never seen this map being played before. There's a volcano here and stuff is on fire. Looks like satellite pieces. Dojo Corps may get killed off by the Javelin Troop, but we've got Imperial Warrior here and as well some Peacekeepers. Not a lot of contestable items in the middle of the map. No, not even any garrisons, so it's going to be, if you want to push your opponent, you're not pushing to a refinery, you're pushing to your opponent's base directly. Imperial Warriors start making the way forward. Dojo Corps is still alive, maybe trying to eye to capture his opponent's refinery. There's a lot of Peacekeepers here, so there's too many Peacekeepers for these Imperial Warriors. Dojo Corps going to make his way out to sea. Now here comes the Vindicator. Let's get a nice bombing run there, and we do have a instant dojo. Nothing being pulled out by the instant dojo at the moment, and this instant dojo core is still way up there. Looks like the burst drone has gone down. Bye-bye, Dragonfly. So 2 Vindicators, 2 Apollos. We do got some Striker VXs, which are going to be useful to engage those aircraft, that's for sure. Down south, we've got the Dojo Corps has been spotted there, does get sold off, and one of the Imperial Warriors will escape on out of there. This Dojo Corps starts to make its advance. Could be quickly bombed down by a Vindicator, so we're unlikely to be able to capture this up with Engineer. Unless he's low, already spent his bombs. We got the Javelin Troop pushed way forward as well, and we do have, Imperial Warriors charging for him. We'll get ripped apart right there. May does get the kill there on the Javelin Troop. That may give him distraction long enough to capture his opponent's war refinery, but looks like he does get it spotted there, and we'll go ahead and does deploy right there, and here comes the Javelin Troop. Oh, not even worth it putting a laser lock. Doesn't sell off either. If he would have sold off, he could potentially got a full health Pure Warrior charge on forward. Does get the kill there on one of the Javelin Troops. Very nice. Got multiple. Oh, I didn't see all these forces. We got multiple Tsunami tanks pushing way forward as well. Does get rid of some of the infrastructure. Green has put out more infrastructure up here. There's 2 Tsunami tanks right now, not a whole lot. He does gonna get killed off that Imperial Warrior. One of the prospectors do go down as more of the Imperial Peacekeepers does get crushed by the Tsunami tanks. This one could activate now, the fact that top off its health. And this Peacekeeper will likely get gunned down. Oh, this get crushed. More Tsunami tanks push the way forward as well. Got one wall set there, and Green is back out of the game. I'm sure striking out these replays. Just not a whole lot of good replays so far. Not a big surprise. Let's try this replay. Greetings everyone, Angrade here. I have another Relic 3 replay. Spot on the bottom left side as the Yellow Soviets, we have H2O. And spawning as the orange allies, we have dash, 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 dash. That be dashes, it has to be a good player, right? We got a boot camp here. Trying to get this oil derrick here. Maybe it's going for the observation post. Unlikely, but possible. Wall is going on down. Power plant up in the sea. And now we do got one order fighting deployed now. Another order fighting is on the way. No barracks whatsoever for the Soviet players who's not going for barracks play to get out a oil derrick. Which also means that the allied player could capture both oil derricks, but may overspend on infantry. War factory being employed now. Maybe it's meant for an early sickle. Without any infantry, he may just need an early sickle. A pair of doggies are right there, wagging tails, spotting everything for them. And now we do have a flat cannon there. Terror drone has been spawned on out, but will be killed off there. Not very good bomb micro there, but not like he can throw bombs anywhere else. Sickle has been flown out, so it's Bullfrog. Dog just get gunned down. And now we got 3 Vindicators pushing the way forward as well. Perhaps I can hit that Sickle. That spot this oil derrick's not claimed. We do have the engineer right there. He may try to bomb. He does bomb the engineer there and does escape off all 3 of his Vindicators. So we'll go and clean up the rest of that infantry. And we got another engineer right there. Try to go for a shotgun burst onto that engineer, but I think he threw a round into the sickle instead. Construction yard being deployed on out. You got the bomb run onto the ore refinery, taking it out. Orange's second or third refinery has already been deployed out. We also got 2 power plants over here out at sea. Third ore refinery has been deployed. What's up one of the conscripts there? Maybe I need to throw it over here. And then pull out some Molotovs and start sieging down the structure. It will take a bit of time, but he should be able to get it. 3 Vindicators push on forward. Vindicators push on their way forward as well. They throw a bomb run onto the ore collector, but then up R to protect itself. Yep, music volume still a bit too high. Yep, I can turn it down a little bit more. That should be good. We do got 1 conscript now out in the field. Does spot the Peacekeeper there. Throws out Molotovs there in case it goes up shield mode. Does get gunned down, however. Vindicators are ready to go for a bomb run. 2 Vindicators it takes to destroy a Bullfrog. 1 does go down, does trick another. Another surround Vindicators, this time trying to hit the small one, which will failed and going to be pursued back to base, but the damage output's reduced. And now we've got a multi-con turret here, missing all of his shots onto that Bullfrog. Does go and shrink down his MCV to get him out towards sea quicker. Bomb run does come forward as well. Oh, 1 of the Vindicators have gone down. 2 Vindicators have gone down as well, so great micro there by the Soviet player. Actually, did he lose 3 of the Vindicators? That was actually a really bad bomb run for the Allied player. Maybe he should have pushed forward with his Cryocopters to draw fire a bit more. They're quite durable. The dog is trying to stop him from expanding out, but the dog gets gunned down by helicopters. Bullfrog's roaming around, trying to protect his... Oh, takes down another dog there, trying to protect his aircraft and his base from those cryocopters, speaking of which, does get shield effect there, but does not get the full freeze. We may see a cryo shot to follow up with it, but we do not. It does get a bomb run there. More twin blade rockets do rain on in, getting some hits there onto the Prospector. Forward deck is now under siege. Apollo's going to go ahead and try intercepting those twin blades now. Gets a good damage right there. Does fall back. One does get obliterated. And the oil deck does go down as well, so both oil decks are now destroyed. We got a multi-gun turret right there, which have been trouble shooting through a lot of stuff. And now here comes the satellites, some Sputniks are raiding on in, trying to get that power plant. Does sub off there. Three twin blades are currently deployed on the field. 4 bullfrogs pushing forward, was 1 sickle sort of just standing there menacingly. And we've got the Soviet MC pushing forward and trying to claim this expansion point there. We got one naval expansion here and here, so both of them have gone their naval expansions. And now we've got the cryo shot and a dead Prospector. Was that a heroic Vindicator? Nope, just a veteran. Bullfrog, trying to push them forward. Multi-gunner turret still on up. We've got 3 twin blades now deployed on the field. And a Soviet MCV here, not deploying out anything at the moment. I don't think it's a crusher crane either. No, he does not. More twin blades being deployed out. Oh, there is a crusher crane right there. So you can start the build construction there with the crusher crane and then pack on up and go away. Apollos, however, are going to make these twin blades go away in multiple pieces. And now do you have, is that naval expansion or the naval seaport? Yep, naval yard being deployed out by the Soviet player. Over here we've got the cryocopters and the, oh, they crashed something. I'm not sure what it was. It could have been a bullfrog. And there goes that cryocopter. Not cryocopter, Prospector once again. Or ore collector. Getting all these names mixed up. Good, it's there as well. Got the Apollos. One do get shot down by the bullfrogs. Now have armor facility deployed on out. It's currently tier 2, so likely some Guardian tanks. They got actually quite a number of Guardian tanks right now. Down south, do get a Prospector deployed out by the Allies players. So both sides, usually that's the side refiners get captured by, say, the person right here, like the proper side. But it looks like both players are going to eye their opponent's expansion. Guardian tanks and javelins just making their way forward as well. Mostly got just conscripts here for defense. 1 terror drone. Mini I-4 in effect. I can see it here, cryo blast somewhere. I'm not sure where. Was that on top of the barracks? Multi-gun turrets or multi-gunner IPs are making their way forward as well. Sputnik satellites just claim a couple of javelin troops there as well. That's going to infect on one of those Guardian tanks there. And does these bears try to run down the javelin troops? Some of the twin blades started going down too. These multi-gunner turrets. And needs right now, oh, Tesla trooper right there. Tesla troopers are effective for infantry. And that will give him Veterans C1 as well. The bear does get cleaned up right there. And these multi-gunner IPs will fall on back. prospector has been infected. And wait, do prospectors? How did that prospector die? I don't think does a frozen prospector with a Terradrome inside actually kill it off instantly? Honestly, if that's the case, sure. I think the Terradrome actually shattered that prospector after he froze his own prospector. Barracks Detroit 4 as well. Get some good hits there. One Peacekeeper still fighting. Twin Blades do poke successfully in that multi-gun turret. Bears still trying to force well. We may see some good roars right here. This is time for a roar. There we go. Got a roar right there now. Tesla Troopers push the way forward as well. We got one fully heroic Tesla Trooper, and the Bears do clean up all those Peacekeepers thanks to that roar. But it's there as well. Crowd blast or crowd shot does come forward as well. We'll freeze a number of those Tesla Troopers there. All the Tesla Troopers have gone down, but so does the multi-gun turret. Over here, the Naval expansion now being under siege by the Twin Blades, getting some good hits there. Does take it out. That may be a Hydra foil that's coming out. The Hydra foil was deployed out, but does miss the Twin Blades for the time being. And the Bullfrogs do claim the kill on that Vindicator. We'll go ahead and freeze that Bullfrog right there. These two shrunken ones go try to poke forward for some damage. It does clean up another prospector there as well. Bullfrogs does get some damage from those Apollos, but not a whole lot. And now we've got a cool sub deploy on the field, which should be able to take out the power plants no problem. Let's get the heroic one fully frozen, so does the other one. Terradrones and Conscripts push the way forward as well. There is one multi-gunner IFV, not loaded up with a Peacekeeper, and the rest of the units do go down. Gavin Troops trying to make their way forward as well when needs dogs. Oh, more satellites are running on it. Does take out another power generator. And Terradrones now will be camping the boot camp. Armor facility now under siege, receiving quite a bit of fire right there. And Terradrome does get cleaned on up. Armor facility does go down, and all the test room goes down thanks to the cryo beams. Meg's trying to engage these cryocopters. Should have some range right there. A lot of miscellaneous infantry for the Allies. Not Allies, Axis. Not Axis. Ugh. Soviets. Crows right there. Tanks get ripped apart by that Apollo. The Apollos just had a high health while the MiGs had very low health. Cryocopters do go down to the Bullfrogs. One heroic Bullfrog remains. Getting some good damage there. Twin Blades charging forward as well, trying to get some power generators. Crowd Blast those deployed on out. Will freeze a couple of the Soviet infantry. Does not freeze. It does freeze one of those Allied power generators. Does get a sell off there. That power generator does go down, forcing him in low power mode. He does have a pair of elite Tesla Troopers, as well as some fully heroic Twin Blade. So as off that multi-gun turret, start hitting some more and more power plants. And over here we do have, looks like the Allied player has surrendered. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. This has a better replay than the others. Whoops. My drink almost exploded. Sorry about that. Had to get some more fluid into me. Another map I'm not familiar with. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Relic 3 replay. Spawn on the top left side as the Green Soviets, we have Green Alert. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Red Allies, we have Dutch Army. We got a boot camp here. Let's take a quick look because I'm not familiar with this map. Of course, we got the two starting out resource nodes here. A bit open towards the water. We've got a ore refinery here and here. It's relatively safe for both players, but can be sieged down easily enough. Center, we got a hospital in the Oriental Fortress. And now we've got the dog getting a nice bark there, stunning the bear, and it is a dog-eat-bear world. No, he's not finished off the bear. The bear has recovered. Both players have claimed their oil derrick. We also got expansion up right here and here. Double expansion up here, while separate expansions right there. Info peacekeepers may be making their way forward as well. We may see some early aggression and take out the opponent's oil derrick for either player. We do have, looks like a bear, I guess, scout run up north. Or maybe just trying to spot anything pop up that bridge. Bears making way down south. We'll be able to spot the seaport. Only one level of, not Veteran Sea technology, build technology. We do have the Riptide now being pushed on out. We got multiple Riptides here, and I think there's a little handful of infantry units inside of them. Or at least one of them, so we may have a lot of peacekeepers in the back of them. Oh yeah, we've got a big mix of infantry. 2 javelin troops with laser locks and 3 peacekeepers. And that oil derrick will go down, has loaded up entirely in this single one right there. Soviet MCV is pushing towards this forward naval expansion. And we've got some stingrays here. This map actually makes stingrays reasonable because of the short walking times. Stingrays are nice. They have good damage output, but they're just slow on land. They're excellent sea units. Not that, just slow ground units. Let's load up some more of these peacekeepers. A lot of infantry is back to these Riptides. Up here we got another Riptide. Bear's still at this naval expansion there. It looks like there's something there, but it looks like it's not. Dog at the top of the ramp, and now we've got some of these conscripts going down to the Riptides, but they've got a good line of stingrays. Riptides are pushing their way forward as well. Get some good hits there as well. Stingray does receive some shots. Let's fall back. Force fires the ground right there. Trying to load up some infantry in the back of them. There's a lot of infantry loaded in the back of them. Stingrays will make their advance. Get some good hits there on one of the Riptides. I'm not sure if there's any infantry in the back of that one. Some of the javelin troops are starting going down as well. Stingrays do one-shot infantry units. Bears push these forward to get a partial roar right there. I don't think Stingrays can actually crush units. More and more good roars there, getting all the javelin troops, and now the Stingrays are going to make their advance, takes out all the allied infantry. And there could be some good bomb splits here. Yeah, one. Maybe good idea to just throw the rest 2 right there. And does actually split out his bombs perfectly. Oh, very, very good bombing runs there. Conscripts pushing way forward with Molotovs equipped, ready to burn down the oil derrick. Another Vindicator pushes way forward as well, trying to get some hits there. Receives some good hits. It will fall back in time. No Fox Troopers here. Riptide trying to stop these conscripts, trying to slowly gun them down. It looks like you will be able to save this oil derrick. Good hits there onto the Bears. bears and torpedoes don't exactly mix, nor do dolphins and torpedoes. We got these now, these Vindicators pushing forward, trying to go for a bomb run. One of these bullfrogs are quite wounded, so perhaps one Vindicator is always needed to bomb that one to death. And there goes that oil derrick. I think those level 1 satellites? Hydrofoil has been pulling out to support the Riptides and Dolphins. And these bullfrogs are backing away from the expansion. You got a nice freeze right there. He's trying to intercept the bomber, the Vindicator. And we will stop with the Vindicator from advancing, but now we've got the naval expansion under siege. We've got the weapon jammed on the unarmed ore collector. And he's going to go ahead and take time to freeze it. MCV has packed him up. He cannot crush units when he's out of water. And the prospector does go down there as well. Slowly sells off the expansion as well. Naval yard will likely go down. And now we do got a warpath deployed on now. Got some shrinks there of the bullfrogs. Some weapon jams come forward as from the hydrofoils. Doesn't have any stingrays left, looks like, and nor any hammerheads or hammer tanks. Upswing which we've now got the first hammer tank deployed on field as well. Gives some good damage there on that Riptide. And that one Riptide does go down as well. Crowcraft received quite a bit of a burst right there. The Riptide's falling on back. And now we've got the Hydrofoil and Dolphins over here. So the MC3 trying to Iva expansion on the high ground. And I don't think the deploy itself was on top of that slope. Over here, still got the Hydrofoil and Dolphins. Riptide has made its way out onto land. The ore collector there does avoid a crowd shot. And the Riptide will go down to the hammer tank. Does get a body block there with the reactor. And lots of cryocopters here and Vindicators. Trying to go and escape out with the MCV. Does pack on up as well, trying to interrupt the Tiger's priority. Vindicators and the cryocopters pushing way forward. Overall, pretty passive game. The Soviet player's just been contained in space. He's trying to expand out, but so far it's been unsuccessful. Does cancel the ore refinery right there. Tank does go down as well. The Guardian tanks do push on forward, does get one of them infected. Another Terror drone has been fallen out, does get killed off there, and destroys the other one by destroying the Guardian tank. And this naval escape does get down as well. I don't think it's looking good for the Soviet player. Sells off the warpath as well. Yep, that's just going to sell off the game, and he's out of the game. This is Angrade saying thanks for watching, and on the next replay. I've been just striking out replays today, haven't I? Oh, it's 2v2v2. Greetings everyone, Angrade here of another Relic 3 replay. Spawn on the top right side as a Cyan allies. No, this is not 2v2v2. This is a 2v2. spawn in top right side is a set in allies. We have Master X, and this may be his teammate as the green allies. Question mark? Nope, I have a feeling that orange is... What is this spawn? Is this a free-for-all? Spawning as the blue allies, we have another line of question marks who's gone for random as well. Versus orange, who's gone for a C set. I have no idea if it's a 2v2v2 or a 2v2 or is it a FFA at this point in time. Instant dojo, we got 2 instant generators, 3 dojos. Oh, here got blue winning this expansion there. He should be expanding out to this region, no problem. Green's getting some regular points going on up. And what's up with all these dojo cores? He's gone for a refinery core, needs to get that deployed on out. I've seen dojo cores for people going aggressive with dojo cores, but it's not deploying anything at the moment. We do got a fast airfield for blue. Okay, blue and green are not allies, and both their names are just straight question marks. So I have no idea what's going on. Do got ore refinery here. Cyan. What? Wait. Is this a high income start?
I serve the Emperor.
Okay.
I serve the Emperor.
This is 4 million credits. Okay. Everybody has 4 million credits. That makes more sense right now. That's why we see so many dojo cores. And I was wondering what was going on. At first I thought I was like, maybe it's like a 15,000 credit start or 20,000 credit start. But I was not expecting a 4 million credit start. Is it even possible to spend 4 million credits? We got some dojo core here. And is blue... Okay, no, they're not friendly. And we got a reconnaissance sweep by blue. No, that was green. I'm just trying to figure out who's allies. Okay, this seems like the blue and orange are allies. Got it. Versus green, cyan. It's just the names with question marks really threw me off. We got this barracks now under siege. Looks like the Riptide has gone down. Multiple tank buses here, trying to slowly pick away against these forces. Does get the kill on that Peacekeeper. Riptide's just charging for as well. They may be loaded with infantry, though gunning down the infantry itself wouldn't be half bad. Does get these guys flying clean those guys up. That's why you should try A moving like that sometimes. People say people A move too many times, but in that case A move would have been good. You know, there's a lack of defenses here in a 4 million credit game. People need to start deploying out some extra MCVs as well to spend that all. Infantry forces are getting gunned down. Orange probably doesn't know how to macro properly because they have 4 million credits. You hold shift and hit left mouse button on a unit, it'll kill 5 at a time. So this may be a lower rank game, I'm guessing, because all these players seem like they're not macroing as well as they could, and this prospector seems like it's bugging out as well. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, what is going on right here? What is okay? Is he hacking? I have no idea what's going on. Wait, what? What? What is going on? Is this some sort of modded game that's getting really bugged out because I'm not playing it modded? They do bomb down the engineer as well as a dog. Riptide does go down as well. And that single prospector is providing a massive load of resources. When it's been picked up one load, I still have no idea what's going on. Rocket Angels. Oh, maybe that's one reason why he wasn't massing up a whole bunch of infantry, because he was teching up. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. That's my bad. I was too quick to judge, but still. Rocket Angels are pretty rare. I suppose when you have 4 million credits, that's not absurd. Vindicator's bombing around, going for some bombing runs there. Good hits there. In this sort of game, Vindicators can be probably a bit hard to mass up and actually micro when you have 4 million credits. Those all get cleaned on up, and you got these Rock Angels here. Oops, and I hit my microphone once again. We got a lot of power plants here in the Prism Tower. Okay. Everything here is making less and less sense to me.
That's right, tracks.
Good shrinks right there as well, but the micro of the Vindicator is good for low, small number engagement. These higher number engagements, not so much. Because it takes a lot of micro for crowdcopters, and when you have more of them, same thing with Vindicators. At this point in time, I think Soviet ground wouldn't be half bad, because just massive bunch of pocket things, just formation move forward. Single quick. Yeah, they have millions of credits. They should literally have like 20 war factories by now. Just continue spamming out war factories. Sure, I can understand about ticking up like getting clearance, but also he could deploy out a prospector to give him that clearance rather than allowing his construction yard to pull out a queue. Hell, pulling out some extra MCVs wouldn't hurt as well. I mean, literally having like 10 MCVs, one of them pushing forward and then immediately drop some prism towers wouldn't be half bad. Surgical strike was called on in. Okay. Sentry bombers coming on in as well. Very nice. But there's a little bit too much here for that to be effective. I suppose they have money to waste. There's a good wave of Rocket Angels. Some of these prospector hubs are going on down. Do we got more and more multi-gunner turrets? That's a lot of stuff. Might as well. They're going to be traffic jammed in the sea. And this player is actually macroing a little bit better. We do have a chronosphere deployed out. Cyan's got both the chronosphere and the proto collider. And Orange has both the Nanoswarm Hive and Cyanide Decimator, but low on power. Keeping your power generators alive is quite important in this sort of matchup. Vinegar does go down. So does that one. Okay, we do have some extra MCVs. Very good. A lot of extra MCVs. Start queuing up some Prism Towers. Yep, Prism Towers being queued on up. More Vindicator Bombers coming on forward. Not really complicating all too much. And Sign's going just for a turret push. Not a big surprise. Where's all of... This does not seem like enough power generators to me for... he has actually a lot over here. That makes a bit more sense. And here comes the Rocket Angels. If they're aggressive, they should be able just to move over a lot of stuff, but a lot of them are getting shot down in the sky. Times in which you had flak guns. And MiGs actually wouldn't be half bad versus Rocket Angels since they do splash damage as opposed to Apollos. In this situation, Soviets' Air Force would be better. Rocket Angels cannot be chronosphered either, at least I don't believe so. But that at least will prevent them from being instantly annihilated by it. But I think orange needs to be a bit more aggressive. His macro is good. That's a lot of Striker VXs. Maybe he's trying to prevent any sort of massive bombing run. We got a lot of multi-gun turrets being floated out. And green does lose his construction yard, but he likely does have a war factory somewhere. I doubt he's lost all of his production just yet. Yeah, there's a war factory there. Green is not macroing properly. The multi-gun turrets will eventually clean this all up. The war factory is not being focused on trying to go for another, what's we'll call it, nope, here comes the chopper VXs, but they need to be back in the general aim move forward, attack move forward. Oh god. I forgot seizure warning. I probably should actually not look at that, because that is actually a seizure warning. I can't release this to I can't upload this video to YouTube because that is definitely a seizure possibility. I am not joking. Even though I'm not vulnerable to seizures like that, epileptic seizures, but I still get some headaches from them, from that sort of thing. Let's use the chronosphere there to teleport all of the Mirage tanks into the sea. And now here comes a big swarm of chopper VXs. Cyan has a massive amount of infrastructure. Green, not knowing how to properly macro, may have just lost everything because I don't see a war factory. That's Cyan's MCV. Yep, and green's knocked out of the game. Now Cyan's is fighting 2v1. His teammate could back up a game, giving all of his income to his teammate, give him a nice big reserve. Let's see how much each player spent. Orange has spent in almost $1 million so far. Not bad. It's just 700,000. Cyan's only spent 500,000, or close to 600,000. And I think my game's bugging out. Like, there's definitely more than 2 players, right? Like, I can only select 2 players. What the hell? The game's bugging out. The UI is. Yep, I can't look at that. Sorry, I know people like a bunch of flashing lights, but that is a genuinely seizure possibility. Even then, you can see there's like a bunch of flashing lights there, but once all these chopper VXs, this is the one. This is the biggest issue when it comes to Red Alert. There is the potential seizure warning is far too great, and that splash damage was great. Too bad I couldn't watch that engagement. Got a single multi-gunner IFV, charging him forward, getting some good damage on in. Rocket Angels are. As juicy as that looked, it almost didn't cause a whole lot of damage. Because they have enough income to get that replaced. Multi-gunner IFVs are getting. They're not very good at infantry. The IFV part of their name is really inaccurate. No micro of this guy here. So also right now, Cyan does have a pretty good navy here, but I think it's traffic jammed. If he's able to untraffic jam it, it would probably do quite well. Oh, we got a chain of prism towers right there. You don't see that all too often. Now Science pushing forward with multi-gunner turrets, getting some good hits there on the infantry. And we got these Spectrum Towers right here. Spectrum Towers getting some good damage on in. Probably not enough. Now we've got the Rock Angels pushing way forward as well. And looks like he does go ahead and kill off all the infantry there with the Chronosphere. Orange Chopper VX start making their way forward as well. And I cannot watch that. Just how to gauge it based off the mini-map there, because that's far too many bright explosions right there. Yep, that's dangerous to look at. Sorry for those who are wanting a great cast, but this is probably not one of it either. I've been striking out, and yep, that's seizure-inducing. Riptide is going on down right there. We do got the missile upgrade there for the protocol for the Empire. And now we've got the final squadron. Ready to charge on 4 as well. There's a lot of good targets right there. Honestly, they did less damage than I would imagine. I think balloon bombs does generally more damage. Riptide does receive quite a bit of shots. And the ore refinery does stay alive. Oh. Proton got Proton Collider deployed on out there by blue. Sonic, no, that's a Nanoswarm Hive, which could be useful. And Tanya does get a couple kills right there. And doing push-ups next to the IFV. Does get Veterancy 1. And there's Veterancy 2. I thought she would have gotten more Veterancy by that. Those are Mirage tanks. Because I don't trust those rocks. A lot of free pickings right there for the multi-gunner IFVs. They're probably a good unit to spam out in these absurd eco starts because of the general purpose nature of their guns. They do have trouble with infantry, but they are good against everything else, barring from naval artillery. That's a little bit easier to watch, but now we've got all the chopper VXs and all those flashing lights is causing issues. Nice, what's it called? The multi-gunner turrets are pushing way forward as well. Got still a massive swarm of chopper VXs. And also the Empire player should have gone for some Shogun battleships. Nagadata cruisers wouldn't be half bad either. Cyan has not really deployed all too much either. Mostly just been a bit defensive. That is a lot of death there, but it looks like Cyan should be a win out. I don't think Orange will win out all too well. Yeah, pushing out. Cyan's getting a lot of free hits there. One of the MCVs do go down. I have to angle in a way to prevent seizure possibilities. He sort of skimmed the battle. And now we've got these Rock Angels charging up forward as well, getting some great damage right there onto themselves. Yep, and that's why basic Rock Angels are not being used. They're too easy to be splashed down, and they're just not worth it. And how is he able to deploy the multi-gun turrets so quickly like that? He has to have some advanced technique for that, because that is actually a really fast deployment time. There must be some sort of hotkey so you can just quickly do that, but that's just sort of interesting that he's able to deploy them out all so quickly. Hopefully Sign may need to pull out some more power plants. Got a lot of heroic multi-gunner IFVs. Yep, that's seizure-inducing. Now we've got the Prism takes very fancy for as well. The MCV is receiving quite a bit hits there. He will need to pull out some more multi-gunner turrets. And it looks like all the multi-gunner IFVs have gone down as well. But good, do got another forward line of turrets here. And Mirage Tanks now push the way forward as well, be able to clean up Orange MCV, no problem. And here comes some more seizure warnings. The Mirage Tanks are getting cleaned on up. We got a good wave of multi-gunner turrets, however, firing rounds in the air. And the more he pushes them forward, the more multi-gun turrets will start firing as well. He needs artillery. Wave Force artillery should have been deployed a long time ago and sink all of these multi-gunner turrets. Tank busters would have done much better than these rocket angels as well, since their multi-gunner IFVs are less effective for infantry. And you got a circle right there. I was sort of wondering if that aircraft can ever get shot down.
No!
And it looks like Cyan will win the game in a 2v1 because Blue doesn't have a whole lot. He's not AFK at the moment. Now I've got a Cryogeddon as well, which may help shut down production. Now Swarm Hive should have been utilized to stall out this force. Science Estimate is now available. It needs to be casted right here. And there it is. The Mirage Tanks may be able to escape out of this. The multi-gunner IFVs did not. Now Wave Force is totally being called on in. Way too late for that. And the Empire has a protocol for rapid production for faster build times. And that should have been perhaps researched a long time ago. I'm not sure if it has been researched, just seems running a little bit slow. So there's some actually veteran Wave Force artillery right there. Not sure what they were hitting. But these forces are cleaning up through this base. Orange still has some structures down here, but just all infrastructure and the Psionic Decimator. The Nanoswarm has gone down. Generators are being cleaned on up. Still got the Mecha Bay core right there. Over here, we've got some tank busters. Looks like orange is down to whatever's on this island, as well as blue. Yep. Blue's low on power as well. Blue does not have an MCV anymore. Oh, there it is. I believe a lot of his base may have been cleaned through by a proton collider. Cyan's Mirage takes push away for as well. I do hear a Chronosphere deployed out ready by Cyan. He may use it right here, though it won't be too hard to overrun these guys. Cyan could actually use a Chronosphere to teleport his force across the river. Orange is back out of the game. Blue is going to do a mass assault against the opponent, and he will die. Green is actually in the game. +0. Whatever that means. No, he's starting to breach away against those turrets, but the Mirage Tank is advancing as well, but this could clean up by another Wave Force Artillery. Does freeze some power plants there, very nice. And here comes the multi-gunner turret, IFVs. And that should put in low power state for quite some time. Proton Collider does go down there. And blue space will be cleaved on through. Over here, how does it get so many multi-gunner turrets deployed out? Oh, they're not aggressive, so he has some mini target stuff. And blue has a power plant up here. He actually captured that one with an engineer. Why is there a blue power plant up here? He had to capture that with an engineer, right? He has Apollo on the field as well. And destroying that does make the end of the game. Brutal Guiles? Was these versus AI? Oh, those are versus AI. I didn't realize, oh, two of the players were people, Cyan and Orange, and they were on opposing teams. They had two. It was AI on both players versus a player in AI? Okay, whatever. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on the next replay. What was that replay? Now let's go ahead and do that one. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Red Alert 3 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the blue allies, we have Turk, Z Empire. Spawn on top right side as the red Soviets, we have Salad Cow. In which, you know what's weird? I haven't seen a Soviet player be in red, regular red, in such a long time. It looks almost foreign to me. Why is that? We do got a red bear pushing away forward as well. We've got fast airfield by blue. Usually we see the airfield more forward deploy out to get the Vindicators immediately spawned out. Going for some defensive walls, that makes sense as well, but it is more of a fast airfield, but more in defensive location. The bear does spot this. The bear does need to take 2 bombs. Or it does take all 3 bombs, it looks like. Of course, he does spot the fast airfield. Knows now to get out some defense versus that. Do not have an extra ore refinery deployed out. Wait. Why is there a combat engineer running forward like that? The Vindicators are like wondering, why is there a combat engineer deployed out like that? Oh, overkilled the bombs right there. Can throw the rest of those bombs somewhere else. The Vindicators, one of them is, oh, that's a Cryocopter, not a Vindicator there. So let's go try some freezes there on the ore collector. And does get the freeze off there as well. And does not actually get the kill there because he recovered from the freezing a bit too quickly. And now the Cryocopter will go down. That was a bit of a misplay there. You need a bit longer than a brief freeze because it takes a brief second to get unfrozen. Vindicator's pushing the way forward as well. Trying to find a bomb and run there. Does get a good bomb and run. So no boot camp. Capture this oil derrick. So this oil derrick will remain unsecure. Could potentially load up a engineer in the back of a bullfrog. And you don't need to get to the high ground with it. You can launch him up from the low ground. Down south, we've got a pair of terror drones there with a bear. The Vindicator's do not spot those terror drones. They do spot them now. Does get cleaned on up. We almost have a full deck of Vindicators, but looks like you may just keep 3 at the moment. Bullfrog's charging up forward as well, eyeing for some bombing runs. It'll take 2 Vindicators to kill off the Bullfrog. We have a bear on the low ground as well, and got a naval special deployed out by the allied players. He needs to get out some deep ground forces. Vindicators are pushing forward as well. It does take out 1 Vindicator right there with a battered tree path. He takes out... Was that... Wait. Was that the MCV? No, that's the MCV. That had to have been a Bullfrog. It seemed like the... Oh, nope. The treads were definitely larger than the Bullfrogs. That was a hammer tank. The treads seemed larger than a Bullfrog, but... Definitely I was thinking like maybe it was the MCV at first, but that would make no sense as well. Bullfrog's going to be camping the airfield right now. He needs a multi-gunner turret. Multi-gunner turret appears to be on the build queue. Hammer tank on the way. Another hammer tank now trying to push his way forward as well. Multi-gunner turret right there. He's hard hitting. Does get a nice bomb right there. A quick bombing run. Does take out another Bullfrog as well. Start leeching away against that multi-gunner turret, but needs to back away a little bit farther. There you go. Does reverse away. It does kill that higher health hammer tank right there. It does lose a Bullfrog in return. Multi-gun turret's already go down. Low power as well. Maybe I need to just sell it off. We do have tier 2. Of course, we have tier 2 with the crowdcopters deploy out. It does take out that hammer tank as well. So his airfield is going to be safe for the time being. As the multi-gun turret's still up as well. That will prevent him from camping the airfield with those Bullfrogs, at least from that angle. Another pair of hammer tanks being deployed on out. And now we've got a bear out at sea. Trying to follow those Vindicators. Do get one of the hammer tanks there as well. Receive quite a bit of fire there, but will manage to escape on out. Air drone try to push his way forward, but there's already a multi-gun turret there. Cleans it on up. Vindicator does go down right there. So has 3 right there, so it's only 1 Vindicator went down. There's a wounded Bullfrog here as well, so perhaps 2 can take out one of the veteran ones, and then the 3rd one can take out the both wounded one. You may see that right now. Nope, does fall back with that one. Does focus down the actual wounded one there as well. Does get the kill there. And so the MCV is going to make his way forward, trying to get this expansion point here, going hyper aggressive with expansions. And this oil deck has been cleaned by the Soviet player as well. An incredibly stupid idea of mine right now is to deploy out Engineer and get out a battle bunker. which could be very durable. So getting out a flak cannon too wouldn't hurt as well. So maybe some just flak troopers. You got an assault destroyer here. You got a flak cannon out deployed on out. Soviet player can't really push on in. The Vindicators will just focus on the hammer tanks, and he does have this multi-gun turret here for the bullfrogs. Oh, and now looks like I got some satellites now reading on in. This appears to be level 1 satellites. Goes there. It also takes some wall segments as well. Prospector will go down right there. These guys are quite bunched up. Ooh, that was an EMP missile and a cryo shot as well. Great combination right there. And gets all of them down right there as well. Got a number of terror drones right there. 3 terror drones. The ore refinery is still alive, barely. Maybe a good idea to rebuild these walls. These walls could be rebuilt as well. But here comes hammer tanks that should be able to quickly finish off the refinery. Over here, we do have the aircraft carrier, assault destroyer, and some hydrofoils pushing away from the sea. And the carrier's trying to bomb some terror drones. It does get the infect there on that prospector, and keeping it snared there prevents it from running away to a repair drone. The airfield will be going on down. So Blue's losing his primary base, does have 2 refineries at the moment. Soldier Destroyer has been infected by that terror drone, but has taken out the top expansion there, and there's no expansion here at the moment. Which means both players are on 2 refineries. The red does have the 2 oil derricks, which will come in handy. Black hole armor does increase the armor of the assault destroyer. Good, it's there as well. These Vindicators need to bomb that assault destroyer, but there's no airfield to land for them to land on. But he really needs to keep away from the aircraft carrier. It does get a nice bomb there. And that terror drone will go ahead and be infecting the aircraft carrier. Maybe a good idea to fall back the aircraft carrier, as well as on the hydrofoil. 4 micro there. Ham tanks getting some hits there on these wall segments. The prospector does go down as well. Another aircraft carrier has been deployed on out, getting a kill right there. And the aircraft carrier is fully heroic, and snaring the aircraft carrier does destroy all those aircraft immediately. This ore refinery is starting to go on down. We've got the aircraft carrier pushing forward. Does kill off that hammer tank. And this one will go down. Satellites running on in. We'll finish off the ore refinery with that, as well as a good number of wall segments. Now the prospector is under siege. It does go down right there. Power generator does go down. A lot of efficacy on those terror drones. The aircraft carrier, that one is fully heroic. That's the one that took out a whole bunch of units that were frozen. Speaking of which, about these terror drones right here. The assault drones will go ahead and infect this aircraft carrier, but he does have repair drones nearby. This assault destroyer will try to get that one as well. Just fall back to that airfield, get them all cleaned on up. There's a mild inconvenience at this point in time. And that one gets cleaned up as well. And this last one Did receive quite a bit of beating there, but there goes all those terror drones. Oil Derrick still alive, could be potentially cleaned on up. Got some flak cannons being deployed on out. And here comes the aircraft carriers. Should be able to finish off that oil derrick no problem, but he's actually hitting the ore refinery. Nope, the prospector. Maybe I just went wide and hit that. Prospector is still alive. The heroic one will go and take out the prospector and does pop out a terror drone. Up here, Twin Blades are making their advance, trying to get some good damage onto these structures. And the ore refinery does go down now. Another bomb run over here. Oh, there's a super reactor right there. That, and thanks to the heroic aircraft carrier, is able to reach a little bit farther than his buddy. There's also an unused ore collector right there. Naval yard is slowly being picked apart. Could be repaired up. He needs to solve a super reactor before it explodes, because that will take out the barracks and the airfield and the twin blade. Oh, it actually didn't destroy those structures. I could have sworn it would. Well, the bullfrogs does go down, but another terror drone does pop on out. Ore collector now under siege. Where did the other aircraft carrier go? Is that one right there? I guess so. Also, that multi-gun turret does finally get cleaned on up, and that power generator goes down. And gets infected right there. That was not from the ore collector. The heroic aircraft carrier could have fallen back over here to get that drone removed. And now the ore refiners is seeing quite a bit of fire right there. Prospector sets up right there. That's probably not a great spot for a prospector. His teammate will help correct that. Aircraft carrier is still receiving quite a bit of fire from that terror drone. Red does still have some infrastructure here. That ore collector does not go down right there. And some of those missiles do scatter wide into the assault destroyer. He does have one refinery income. The Soviet player does have one up here. This one is almost dead. This one is still alive. And that one is dead as well. Does take out that terror drone right there. And this one needs to be picked off any moment now. Does find himself the other aircraft carrier, however. And that was not heroic, so it should be ripped apart quite quickly. More infects right there. Definitely a lower ranking game. Aircraft carrier does go down right there. This ore refinery does get saved. So does this war factory. Red has a good, decent force right there. I'm not sure what Red is currently doing. Got a MCV here. And last of his bombs does get thrown right there. And I think since he has no, he still has an airfield there. Does lose one of his Vindicators. There's a flak tower right there. The heroic one does absorb the shots, saving the other one. And now the assault destroyer is trying to run back home. There's another terror drone right here, fully heroic. And does have this snare right there. Very nice. Hydrofoils making the way forward as well. And the other one has turned off its gun, the assault destroyer, but he will not save that assault destroyer, but does go ahead and finish it off there. When the hydrofoils does get infected. And doesn't get saved because it had trouble finding a path there. And the Terror drone has made its way up there. Loses the naval yard as well. And now the MCV does get forced back, goes in low power mode. May need to sell off one of these multi-gun turrets. We need to pack some back up to get its turrets up and going. He could have been much more aggressive. He knows that he packed up his MCV, put his opponent in low power. Focus on the power plants there would have been a game ender. Twin Blades are making their way forward as well. Gain some rocket hits there onto the airfield. Takes it out. Next airfield will likely be next. Does have, it looks like, an extra power plant now. I think that before it was 2. Go for the hydrofoil. Does clean the hydrofoil as well. And now hitting the power plant. Let's see if that put it in low power mode. With the extra turret there, likely. Nope, not yet. Does take it out. Yep, he does still have some power. The airfield has been cleaned on up. The Twin Blades themselves are all quite wounded. He could use a crusher crane to help him out with that. Naval forces are pushed away forward as well. It's a nice mixed force, but apparently it's still quite vulnerable to terror drones based on the previous engagements. The hydrofoils are under the influence of the black hole tank armor, the tank destroyer. But does get quickly cleaned up there. I think there's a lot of heroic rockets there, but the hydrofoil is getting some great damage right there. And now it's fully heroic itself. Driving away, maintain maximum range. Holy crap. And that failed big time. The aircraft carrier is still alive. Going to be taking out the flak tower now. Takes out those 2 Twin Blades now. Another power generator does go down. Terror drones push their way forward, trying to get some infects. And does go and get a snare there. Mostly out of bombs for that one. This other one, wait, it was also quite low in health, so maybe burning up. We don't have an airfield, so that Vindicator maybe it's burning on up. He does get the kill there on that Terror drone. Twin Blades trying to get some damage there onto that multi-gunner turret. Doesn't finish it off. This ore refinery does though have 5,000 credits. And of course, for the ground right there for some odd reason. I'm not sure why. It's a little bit dangerous because it's next to a super reactor and oil derrick. Neither of them you want to hit. More and more runs coming on in onto the oil refinery. Getting some great hits right there. And the bullfrogs are getting some reception there. But thanks to the fact that the aircraft carrier is fully heroic, it's able to self-heal, and it's also, of course, the fully heroic hydrofoil. Also got another multi-gunner turret ready to pop on down. Could perhaps take time to repair up this one here. But it's there. Multi-gun turret is super fired, but does get destroyed by the giant satellite. The other multi-gun turret is still up and going. Yeah, there's still 2 multi-gun turrets here. Does use cash bounty there onto the power generator there. Puts him in low power state, as well getting a bit of a 200 credits. And the ore mine is down to the last 3,000 credits. Blue's naval horse is slowly picking these guys apart. I'll say this could be defeated a long time ago by 2 paradrones. Actually, just by 1, just simply snare the aircraft carrier, and then sort of stutter your way forward, and boom, there goes the aircraft carrier again. 2 ore collectors right there. Does have a crusher crane to crush them. MCV is right there. He does get an effect there on the hydrofoil. He's infected the aircraft carrier before it gets bombed. And does get the effect there on the aircraft carrier now. Super Reactor, however, may go down before that point. Moonblade's charging for as well. He may kill his own paradrone, but that should be fine as long as it saves Super Reactor. Yep, the Terradrone does go down right there. And the guy of Cryogeddon, I think that was, does freeze the oil derrick there, does take out the oil derrick, and the splash damage only took out the super reactor because oil derricks do, of course, explode. Terradrone's going to try to finish off these hydrofoils, does get 1 effect there. He's going to perhaps try to run back home with them. Now the aircraft carrier has deployed on out. Hydrofoils. This one will go down. The other one does not get infected. And one does go down to a sortie from the aircraft carrier. Another bomb run does take out that Terradrone. Now got this naval force once again pushing on out. Soviet player, where has his income's been going? Soviet player doesn't have a whole lot of income. The moment has level 3 satellites. The MCV is right here, but I think the orbital downpour is now available. Cash bounty is available. Another nice recon run there. Also spot the super reactor, and that goes. That may take out a bunch of nearby twin blades. The Allies player is down to minimum income. He does go ahead and finish off these aircraft. They start pushing way forward as well. And does take out the super reactor. Takes out one of the bullfrogs while at it. I think that was a heroic one as well. Twin blades charging out forward as well. Trying to go for the MCV. More missiles now raining on in. Gets a good splash on the MCV as well. Another missile multi-gun turret has pulled out. Does finish off the MCV as well. The hydrofoils will finish off with the twin blades. We've got the engineer here. And it looks like all the hydrofoils. Yeah, those are the 2 hydrofoils there. Ore refinery does go down. He does have this one going on up. And he does have plenty of income to get it built. Or credits, not income. He needs to crush these ore collectors before the crusher crane goes down, because that's 2,100 credits right there. Hell, even crushing the hammer tanks wouldn't be half bad. Crusher crane does go down. He may not be aware that MCV is still alive. Probably should realize it because he hasn't destroyed it. The aircraft do get shot down for the most part right there. And Desolator Strike has actually been deployed on now. Do got Terradrone infect onto that one hydrofoil. And looks like an orbital downpour now being called in. Another hydrofoil will be brought, be infected. Do assault destroyers find eat a satellite with the black hole armor? The answer is no. And there goes the hydrofoil as well. Does not get the infect on that stuff. Needs to go for an infect. Does go get the infect there on the aircraft carrier. Go for one, or actually no, just going for the snares onto the aircraft carrier to prevent the aircraft from flying about wouldn't be half bad. His opponent doesn't seem like he's going to micro and defend himself against most of those terror drones either way. Assault destroyer will be down shortly. It does get a nice cash bounty there. And the aircraft carrier should provide, what, 500? Yes. He lost the war factory and all the other infrastructure, excluding a barracks and a reactor. A lot of ore collectors on the field, and they're bugging out. The MCV is down. Cyan or blue is going for... wait. Indicators? He has an airfield somewhere? Oh, yeah, he does have an airfield down here. He doesn't really have a whole lot left. And this depleted ore mine will give him what? Like 76 credits? 75 credits. And actually, in actuality, snaring that wins him the game. Now the allied player can literally do nothing and sells off everything. And that's the end of the game. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on the next replay. You know what? I'm going to call it a night, though. I'm just sort of... Today was not exactly a great day for streaming. Everyone, enjoy. Have